Hello, everybody. This is Linda Davetas, owner and founder of healingsonthego.com. I'm a psychic clairvoyant medium, certified healer, Reiki healer, crystal healer, dolphin healer, and a whole bunch more. To see what services I offer, go to healingsonthego.com. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Today, we're going to talk about the power of thought. But before I go into that, I want to talk about retrograde. We just started retrograde today. It's going to last till September 12th. And that's when they're all major delays. I had an appointment, it got postponed. Some people's flights have been postponed. So it's just about that. The energy is slowing down. It's like setting everything off. And usually some people consider it a negative time because everything is like being thrown off. The energies, they say now is not a good time for surgeries. So yeah, a lot of things are happening with Mercury retrograde, but we'd like to think of it in a positive way. As I always say, sometimes setbacks are blessings in disguise, especially if you're going somewhere and all of a sudden, let's say you forgot your keys. Well, you never know what God is protecting you from. So that's what this show is all about today. It's about power of thoughts. And so we're going to jump right into it, and we're going to talk about the most common is negative thoughts. When you stay in your mind will tell you everything you don't want to hear. So a lot of negative thoughts, negative things, and also your thoughts are not only your thoughts. Spirit talks through. So how does spirit talk? It talks through downloading information and into your thought pattern. And that's why I wrote a book about my journey from darkness to the light. I used to get all kinds of weird thoughts pop into my head when I was younger. And I was like, what is this? I know I'm not thinking about that. And spirit also does speak to your thoughts. That's how mediums, psychics pick up spirits, because they download information and we're like a vessel and it comes right through us. But for the normal people, as they consider us, gifted, spirits do talk, and they will give you messages through your mind. And usually it's things that you would never think about. They usually come with positive messages, or sometimes they just want to warn you. There's just a whole bunch of things. But the mind chatter is a different topic, especially when you're going through worries, stress, anxiety, and fear. And I would like to take a quick moment to say hello, everybody, and thank you for joining. Please do like and share. Okay, what is always the most popular thing that's on our mind is worries, anxiety, stress, and all that stuff. So what is anxiety? Anxiety is always when you're thinking about the worst that can happen. Anxiety is never when you're in the moment, like when you're thinking about the present. Usually there's no anxiety there, but the main thing is when you focus on fear, like what's going to happen in a couple of days, or what's my future. That's the anxiety that usually pops up for a lot of people. Thoughts are utterances, it was brought up in a channeling. And what is it? Thoughts are, do you make them real or you don't make them real? We all have the power to control our thoughts. So the next one is anger. Anger is a form of fear too. Lower vibration again. And it's okay to experience these thoughts because we're only human, and we are going to, from time to time, get angry, anxiety. Heck, we all do. But anger is another form of fear. And what do you do when you get angry? You usually scream like, hey, so anger is a lower vibration. And it's usually when you're in fear or when you want to be heard, you will yell. Fear is another one. These are all low vibrational. And later we'll talk about what they do to our body. So another one is fear, which is normal. Sometimes it's normal to be fearful. Like some people have a lot of fears of storms. So fear is another low vibration. And worries. Worries of things you cannot control. Worries and guilt. Guilt is a very famous one. Guilt is being upset over things that happened so many years ago, carrying on that vibration. I always say there's nothing to feel guilty over, because at that time you were doing the best you can. So whatever decision you made, You were doing it at that time because you thought it was the right thing. And there is no regrets why you did it, because at that time you were doing it and then it led you somewhere else. So all our decisions are based on what we're going to take into action, and it's going to bring us into another journey. All our decisions are, you make a decision, it opens up a pathway. You don't like where it's leading you, you have to change direction. Okay, another one associated with guilt is forgiveness. Now, there's a lot of people that say, well, you don't know what they did to me. I just hate that person and I can never forgive them. Quick hello to Anne. Thank you for joining, Anne. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. So forgiveness is tricky. I don't mean that means like you you don't have to go be best friends with them again. But what is forgiveness? Forgiving the emotion attached with them. So let's say you did something that I can't forgive you for example, but I'm going to let go of the anger part. So you have to let go of the emotion, the heavy emotion that's attaching one person to the other. Let go of the heavy emotion so you can free yourself. Forgiveness is all about freeing you, because the more you hold on to that anger, you're attached to that person and their energy and your energy are being weighed down. So freeing yourself from that emotion that holds you down. Forgiveness doesn't have to again say that nothing went wrong, but it's saying, you know what? It's okay that I got angry. I got mad, but now I'm moving on to healing myself. So it doesn't, again, necessarily mean you have to speak to them. No, you don't. So a lot of people say, okay, well, I've been on medicine because of this person or this and that. Medicine to me is just like putting a band-aid on a wound. You really have to go deep and you have to really heal from it. Now, there could be instances where, like, all of a sudden, you went through some kind of trauma and then you just can't let go of it. But again, letting go of the fear that connects both of you, going deep into the problem, seeing it from a situation, and you'll know you healed from it. Oh, thank you for tuning in, Mick B. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. Like and share. Awesome to have you on. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. So, letting go of the fear based energy. Fear based is anger, stress, fear, anxiety, guilt. Let go of all that. It's like wearing coats. When you feel heavy, what is that happening? Your energy is feeling heavy because you have one of those things. And I know it's not easy. I know that. But I'm going to continue on and tell you how to do it later on in the show. But right now, you will know you healed from it when that person, so let's say, for example, a friend of mine annoyed me. You will know that you healed from it when that subject does not bother you anymore. So let's say in the past you used to cry and really hurt about it. You'll know that you healed when that emotion is not there. It does not phase you no more. You have healed and you have unconsciously for, not forgiven them in a way like you're not holding on to them anymore. So that is congratulations, you have healed from that wound. Now, of course, there are other modalities where people will go into spiritual counseling, which I do, or seeing a counselor, whatever is comfortable with you. But the main thing is letting go of the attachment, that especially if it's negative, because you're corded. Now, everyone's corded. So we are corded through our thoughts, through our mind, through a lot of different things. So letting go of the cord that weighs you down, because you're trying, so it's like you're trying to heal and that person's dragging you down. And that's when the cords, you can always cut the cords. You can do that through meditation. You can have someone do it for you. Cutting the cords and letting go. Letting go of what does not serve your highest good. That way you can be free to fly like a bird. Remember, our mind is a computer, and there's so many thoughts that go through our mind. First, it's a thought, then it's a belief, then it's a perception, and then it's a manifestation of your health. So be aware that these thoughts, whenever they visit you, think about it and say, would I like it manifested in my reality? If the answer is no, do not continue thinking about it, because unconsciously we manifest. And the more you focus on something, the more you put attention to it, and the more you could see it in your reality. So try to shift. Know that these thoughts are not real until we make them real. Remember that. What is anger? It's suppressed emotion. Anger is actually a higher level on the vibrational scale. So just be aware that these thoughts are not real until we make them real. And remember, everything is temporary. So take a deep breath in and exhale out and say, these thoughts are not real unless I make them real. Remember that. Okay, worries of manifestation, negative thoughts. Negative thoughts do impact our mind, the way we speak to each other and speak to ourselves. Now, remember, what we think of ourselves is putting an energy aura around us. So if you continue saying, looking in the mirror and saying, wow, I look ugly, or all these negative talk, what is going to happen? You're going to hurt your self esteem. You're going to put that energy around you. And not only that, this plays such a big role on how people treat you. If you don't feel good about yourself, people will pick up on it, take advantage of you, use you for things, and just not respect you. My mom used to always tell me, there were times I used to be, kind of lazy. I used to put my shorts on. I didn't feel like always dressing up, because for so many years I worked and I used to always dress up. And so she's like, remember, Linda, if you don't look good, they're going to treat you the way you look. You see, you look sloppy. They're going to treat you, the people that look good, present themselves, show that they love themselves. Hi, Maria. Welcome, welcome. Like and share. So if you dress up and you look good, you're creating a nice positive energy. You're showing people that, yes, I love myself. I take care of myself. I look good. You have respect for yourself. People will feel that on you. You have confidence. People will open the doors for you. They will treat you exactly the way you're treating yourself. So that's why inner work is important. If you believe in yourself, you talk positive to yourself, you love yourself, you groom yourself, you look nice and everything, you smell good, people are going to pick up on that. They're going to say, wow, she loves herself. She has confidence. So you usually get good jobs. People would admire you. There's a whole list of so many good things that come out of really speaking well of yourself. And that's what later on we're going to talk about, is affirmations. Don't sit there and talk negative to yourself. Oh, I'm not good at that. Or, oh, my life is always not doing good. I've heard so many people, they tell me, well, it's my luck that I always have bad luck. I go, don't say that. Like, they don't realize that these words are so powerful. Your, your words are wands. What you speak is like a wand, a magic. So if you say, I am, those are the powerful universal words. I am beautiful. Say positive stuff to yourself. You are beautiful. Believe that, feel that. So whatever self-talk, negativity actually weighs you down. Not only does it weigh you down, it starts blocking you. See how many negative things could happen just by thinking negative? Thinking too much, your head hurts. Everything in the body is a manifestation of what was once a thought. Exactly. So let's say 90% of the times you have headaches. What is that? That you're over worrying, over stressed, you have anxiety, you worry about things. I used to be such a worrier when I was younger. Oh my God, I was worried about everything. So I would always worry, worry, worry. And so the head gets involved. Now the head chakra starts getting blocked. That forms different stuff in the head. So one by one, the roots of the problems affect your chakras. People that hold things in, their throat gets blocked. They're more susceptible to colds, coughs. They're not able to communicate. Everything in the body is a manifestation, again, of your thought. Even if your legs hurt, if you haven't gone, hurt, like fall down the stairs or gone hurt on your knee, and it all of a sudden starts hurting, you know what that means? It means that you don't feel supported. Or sometimes people speak such negative, and you'll notice that people get earaches because unconsciously they're blocking them. They don't want to hear it. So you'll get earaches. You'll get different kinds of, even the hands, different things. Arthritis is from self-criticism, arthritis. So there's so many things that become a manifestation. So remember, what you're feeding your thoughts is very important. What you're focusing on is very important. What you're speaking about is very important. Do not always focus on the negative. And yes, again, we are human to have our days. Sure, we are. But this is all about self-training yourself to try to see the positive instead of the negative. Because if you see the more of the positive, guess what? More positive things will happen to you. If you start focusing, oh, this is not my luck, I never get any good jobs, or my kids always disrespect me, God forbid, like anything you're saying and you keep harping on it, it's gonna match your energy field. So that's why they say there's no right and wrong in this universe. It's what you are attracting, what you are saying, what vibration are you carrying. That's the key. So basically, everything becomes a trigger, and everything is mental. There's a lot of people that suffer day to day of things that haunt their mind. They have a lot of self destruction where they fall into drugs because they really hate themselves, or they punish themselves in ways. Why? Because they're holding on to guilt that they probably did years ago, and they want to hurt themselves for it. Never look back at what you did. Focus on the future. Focus on the present. Do not focus on the past. Again, you can never change the past. All you can do is change the present. And let's say you were such a horrible person. You can't go back in time, but you could talk to the person and try to heal from it. You could try to speak to them about it, and you can try to change what was the past to the future. There's so many solutions, as I believe there's a solution to every problem. You don't have to stay stuck. You don't have to torture yourself. I know there's so many different cases, but that's where we're here for. And I offer a lot of services on healingsonthego.com, where you can come. There's a chat and message me, and we will guide you to what service feels right for you. There's a lot of things that people hold on to, and holding on to negative energy is like holding on to manure. After a while, it will start stinking. Your energy will start feeling heavy. You won't feel good. That's what negative is. Negativity is holding on to negativity, negative energy, negative health. Your mouth is all negative. So you just need a good turnaround so you could see things for what they really are. Because when you're stuck in worries, it becomes like an energy block where you can't really see things ahead anymore. You just can't see clearly because you're just wrapped up in all the negative things that happen. But remember, there's always a positive, and that's what we're going to talk about once we come back from this commercial break. Stay tuned, everybody. We will take a quick commercial break.
Did you know that retrograde season is a great time to review your health, fitness, wellness, and nutritional goals? Hello, I'm Reverend Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, the founder of Holistic Fitness located in Queens. I help women over 40 get strong and remind them that weights are their friend. I'm a certified and licensed holistic personal trainer and have been in the health, fitness, and wellness industry for 40 plus years. In the last 15 years, I have implemented many healing modalities into my practice. What does this mean for you? It means you're getting a revolutionized health, fitness, wellness, and nutritional prescription plan with you in mind. I'm a Reiki master, medical astrologer, master of numerology, card creator, and card reader. For more information, email healingwithin76@gmail.com. I do look forward to helping you revolutionize your health, fitness, wellness, and nutritional goals.
All right. Is everybody having a good time tonight or what? That's what I thought. All right, so we are live, Paradise Studios, New York. Give yourself a round of applause for coming out tonight. Woo!
Hi, I am Linda Davetas. I am a psychic, clairvoyant medium, and certified healer. I have also written a book, My Journey from Darkness to the Light, which is available on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, and on my website, www.healingsonthego.com. If you would like to book an appointment with me, call me at 917-929-4935. Thank you. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. More on the power of our thoughts. So again, once it becomes a thought, it is manifested into your auric field. Your aura colors will show to those that are very sensitive of what colors is around you right now. So let's say right now it's gray. Gray is a color of not feeling good and you have health issues. You can tell someone's energy field just by how they think. I went into a store and this lady had this beautiful glow and she was shining, so pretty. Hi, Todd. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. And I told her, what is your secret? You look so beautiful. You have such a nice glow. Is it a cream or something? And she said, no, honey, I think positive every day. And she goes, and I thank God for all these beautiful gifts and all these blessings. And she does her prayers and every, so important. So I said, wow, you look so beautiful. And she said, thank you. And it showed. So the way we think is and does reflect our face and our auric field. Again, your aura is the bubble that's around you and it's a protection. And when you don't feel good, mentally or physically, it will start to show. So what happens if you stay in that low vibration for a while, you will get energetic holes. Energetic holes are, what happens is your energy starts to deplete and you start feeling weak and tired. You can tell that when people don't feel good. And that's, again, first reason why people get sick, except for the viruses, is because they're in a low depression. Pneumonia is when you feel extremely depressed. So aura leakages, when you leak energy and you start feeling very drained and sick. That could be healed through Reiki, where we attune you with we put crystals all over you and we fill in the holes. We pray for, it's usually it's called a hematite shield. So that is very good to protect your auric field. Things can be fixed, but people ask me, they're like, okay, I feel good after the healing, but then a couple of days later, she starts thinking again and she gets back down. I told her, see, that's how healing works, because you do feel good, but you have to also keep up with your mind. You see what I mean? You have to keep up with your positive thoughts. You have to change your thoughts. If you're going to it's like taking a bath and then all of a sudden you go play in the mud, then you're going to get dirty again. So the healing will last as much as you continue to feed your mind with the guidance and the spiritual advice that I've given you, and you keep up with it, then you're going to feel better a long time. And it can also, you might just need one healing for a long time after, you change your thoughts. And we go into specific sessions where, not everything is a remedy for the other person, but everyone has their own story, and I customize around it, and I see what the guidance is from the spirits and the angels that come through me in a channeling. And I do it in person or remote, where I get guidance from the angels. So again, the auric field, and when you feel very happy, your energy looks strong, it looks bubbly, it looks happy. Number one to success is being happy, loving what you're doing. Let go of things that weigh you down for your highest good. I can't tell you, hey, get up and be happy. You can't. just get up and be happy, but you can try little by little every day to demonstrate the best version of your life and to try to enjoy your life, because we're all here very temporary. And when we go back to the other side, we're going to be like, wow, I wasted all this time worrying about some nonsense, and I just wasted all this time. I know every situation's different, but little by little, try to focus on the solution, not the problem. The problem will create more problems. The solution will be an opening, a beacon to the light where you can find solutions. Why do I feel depressed? Okay, it's like breaking a puzzle and breaking it and seeing the root cause, what things happen, what triggered it. Because from one problem, it becomes triggers for other problems. So one stems to the other. If you don't heal one, it's like a domino effect. If you don't heal one, then it's going to come out in a different way. So you can never just say, okay, I'm not going to look at my problem, I'll try to forget it. No, don't. Work through it, because when you work through it, then you're going to feel that you healed from it, and then the other door will be healed too. Domino, one by one. You have to try to cultivate a positive mindset. And how do you do some of these things? Some people love to journal. Some people like art. Some people like visual meditations. I always say, get yourself a healing first. You want to cleanse off all that negative, dark energy off of you. Sometimes you want to get better, but you feel like something keeps weighing you down. You need a healing because that energy has to move out of you. You have to heal yourself and then start switching. What I do with the clients I work with is start switching your mindset in a positive way. Again, I work with affirmations, and affirmations is very powerful, where it's like mirror work, and where you have to look in your eyes and tell yourself, I am smart. Some people have such a hard time giving themselves compliments. It actually makes me sad, because there's some people that are so, they feel like they're so ugly and they're so, so beautiful. And I said, I wish you can see through my eyes how beautiful you are. And so you have to lift yourself up. Remember, how you think of yourself is the foundation of everything. It's going to be how you are treated in the workplace, your relationships, professional or romantic, and everything is affected how you're thinking of it, what they get away with, what they don't, everything, really, it's everything. So keep yourself happy and try to shifting your thoughts. When a thought comes through your mind, just say, is this real? It's not real. Then try to break up why you're feeling that way. It's just like a little kind of routine that you have to do. If it's something you're not thinking about, again, do a healing. Because again, sometimes I grew up in a very haunted house where there was so many demonic spirits. And again, I did not think of certain things that went through my head. So always reach out, speak to a professional with spirits. I'm one of them. You can always reach me at healingsonthego.com, where we could try to see what the root cause of the problem is. Everything has a root cause. Every disease has a reason why it's there. Sometimes when you were brought up in a negative way, where people used to always criticize you and be judgmental to you, and then it self-reflects to you. Or there can be other reasons where you grew up with a lot of abuse. So everything needs to be healed. You can't really step away from it and just say, okay, well, I'm going to be happy today. You can try to do that, but you also need to heal from it. And that's very important. Healing from your everyday thoughts to a healthy life. There's different tricks and tips for everybody. Sometimes candles work better on other people, and some people like it in person. They like Reiki in person. So there's so many different services that I offer, whether it be dolphin healing. Candles are one of the top. Everything I do, I have 5-star reviews on Google Maps, and everything is customized to the person, what will help them better. Different positive thinking into your routine. Practice self-care, uplifting activities. Focus on when you wake up, say, thank you, God, I'm alive. What am I going to do today? try to see, wow, it's a beautiful day, it's sunny. Or even if it's raining, there's beauty in that too. There's the earth is cleansing. It's cleansing and it's watering the plants. We have to think positive because when we think, oh, it's raining out, it's so dreary out. Okay, but try to see the beauty in it. It's not going to last forever. The plants, at least they're not dehydrated. So there's a lot of positive in everything. We just have to change our focus and try to see things in more of a positive light so that we can feel better and we won't feel depressed. Practicing again self care, grooming yourself, whatever you like, whether you like your nails being colored or your hair. Try to do something that will make you happy every day. Uplifting activities, whether it is, again, collecting stones, feeling the energy of the stones. Okay, I'm going to take a very quick commercial break and I will be right back right after these messages. Stay tuned, everybody.
Did you know that retrograde season is a great time to review your health, fitness, wellness, and nutritional goals? Hello, I'm Reverend Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, the founder of Holistic Fitness located in Queens. I help women over 40 get strong and remind them that weights are their friend. I'm a certified and licensed holistic personal trainer and have been in the health, fitness, and wellness industry for 40 plus years. In the last 15 years, I have implemented many healing modalities into my practice. What does this mean for you? It means you're getting a revolutionized health, fitness, wellness, and nutritional prescription plan with you in mind. I'm a Reiki master, medical astrologer, master of numerology, card creator, and card reader. For more information, email healingwithin76@gmail.com. I do look forward to helping you revolutionize your health, fitness, wellness, and nutritional goals.
All right. Is everybody having a good time tonight or what? That's what I thought. All right, so we are live, Paradise Studios, New York. Give yourself a round of applause for coming out tonight. Woo!
Hi, I am Linda Davetas. I am a psychic, clairvoyant medium, and certified healer. I have also written a book, My Journey from Darkness to the Light, which is available on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, and on my website, www.healingsonthego.com. If you would like to book an appointment with me, call me at 917-929-4935. Thank you. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in. More on practices of gratitude. So again, today is storming in here in New York, but the beauty of it is that at least we're not low in reservoirs. There's plenty of water, and we just give thanks to God for cleansing the earth. Also, when it rains, it's like an energetic healing where things not only heal us of the earth, but it's also kind of like a cleansing where you can cleanse your body. And actually, some people take rainwater and they keep it for cleansing themselves. Some people like to do different things with the rainwater, but it's very cleansing. And I've heard of thunder water. Thunder water is very good for cleansing as well. Some people like to do little magic and put it in their, whatever they're trying to do. But thunder water is very powerful as well. So you would like to pick up some nice, powerful water from the earth and through God's magical energy field and use it to your advantage. So they're little tips and tricks just to make yourself feel really good. And, it doesn't have to. Hi, Jade. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Like and share. There's a lot of people that suffer from trauma of the past. So you cannot move forward if you don't try to heal from the past. The past is, if it's weighing you down, you have to seek healing and help. Again, do not dust it under the covers and don't say, well, I'm just going to ignore it, because it is going to creep up on you in a different way. You have to heal your heart. Hi, Lorraine. Wow, I love this. Everyone's on today. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in. So yes, address your problem. Medicine is just masking. It's trying to help you calm down from it, but it's not healing your problem. So let's say you had an abusive husband. You have to heal the emotions that he put you through. A lot of people suffer with spouses that are narcissistic, and they put them through all kinds of trauma. Thank you so much, Lorraine. Thank you. They put them through so much trauma, and then afterwards, the poor partners need healings themselves. So it's all about, again, don't allow anyone to speak negative to you. Always practice self-care, and always know you don't deserve anything bad. You never did anything wrong. Do you know I have so many people? Thank you, Jade. I have so many people that went through trauma, and then they told me, yeah, but it was my fault. I said, what is wrong with you? I said, it was not your fault. This poor lady wanted just to get engaged. And I said, how is it your fault? Because you wanted to get engaged. So they take the abuse and they blame themselves for it. I said, don't blame yourself. You can't do that. So again, a lot of people do need to release, let go, and speak to someone, because holding it in a dark hole will put you on such a lower level where you'll have creepy crawlers, like I call them, the dark energy come and visit you, and then they'll put things even worse in your head. So I've had that happen to me at a very young age, where all these crazy spirits were after me and my twin. That's why I wrote a book about it again, my journey from darkness to the light. And we saw spirits. I saw spirits like people in front of me. I saw them everywhere. And I used to ask God, please take it away from me. I can't deal with this anymore. So yeah, it's very hard. It's very hard. I went through anxiety, severe anxiety, stress. Oh, you name it, what I went through. And guess what happened? It all led me to healing. So sometimes the things that we're going through are bringing you to a better doorway, but sometimes you have to experience it so you can empathize with the person. You can't really help someone if you haven't been there already. It's very hard. Let's say I never had anxiety. I would be like, oh, but I know how it feels like, so I can help you better because I've experienced all this trauma myself. So I guess that's why I went through a lot of anxiety and stress, so I can empathize with people that are going through it. Again, the number one thing that helped me a lot is healings. Healing yourself head to toe. And again, thank God my stuff is remote as well, so they work just as good. The next day I will follow up with you, make sure you're okay. And I always, the people that I work with, my customers, I consider them my family. I always follow up with them. I always make sure they're doing okay. I advise them, are you feeling okay? And that's just the way it is. I don't just see them, okay, I did you a candle, don't call me again. That never happens. We always keep in touch. We always talk. And we always make sure that things are running smoothly. So that's the good thing about it all. Again, cultivate a positive mindset and try to switch things from negative to positive. Okay, whatever is weighing you down, like, let's say, for example, you feel like, what's a good example? Anyone have any questions? Feel free to comment in the chat box. Tell me any problem that might be bothering you so that we can decode it. If you feel comfortable, do that right now, and let's see what I can help you with. Anyone that needs assistance, feel free to write it in the comment section. I'll give it as an example. But again, everything will catch up to you. And it will, especially if you hold it long enough. You don't have to suffer alone. There's a lot of people out there that would love, like me, I would love to help you if you let me help you. And don't suffer alone, because that's when there's suicide. And suicide is the worst thing, because your soul will never rest. You will kill yourself, but you will never be free from anything. Do you think you're just going to die? No, you're not going to die. First of all, we have soul contracts. We came here for a reason. You just can't just bail out just because you feel like it. I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. You have to go through it. And then If you do kill yourself, you have to come back and finish what you came here for. So now think about it. Do you want to relive this crazy life all over again? Heck no, I wouldn't want to. So hang strong. What if you didn't have closure with your mom? Okay, is she alive? Is she alive, Judith? If she's not alive, let me know, because it plays a big role if she's alive or not. Because either way, alive or not, you still, the spirits hear us all. Do you know that they're only 3 feet above our plane? Do you know that the spirits that we see, as we think they're spirits, could be other people living on another realm? She's not alive. Okay. Do you know that she hears you right now? They're not dead. The body dies, not the soul. Never does, never will. I'm sorry. I know everyone has their beliefs, but the soul never dies. The body does die. I believe, because that's why I wrote a book. I remember before I was born very clearly. I remember very clearly before I was born. And I saw myself picking my mom and my dad. I told her events that I wouldn't know because she was pregnant to me, tying her shoes. My father was tying her shoes. So I remember things. That's why I wrote the book. Okay, 1 second. So your mom's not alive. So why don't you talk to her out loud and tell her? Tell her how you feel, because she does hear you and she can give you a message. So say, Mom, if you hear me now, flicker a candle, the flame, or ask her to come in your dreams. She can do that. You can still talk to her, even though she's on the other side. I really feel that there's a spirit that followed me from where I used to live. Oh, definitely. They do follow you, Lorraine. And is it a negative one? Because I think so. I think it's a negative one. They do follow you. Yes, they do. And especially if you feel very depressed, and that person, maybe that spirit is drawn to you. So sometimes what I would do is, there's a whole bunch of things you can do. Hold on 1 minute. Okay. So Lorraine, you can take an Epsom salt bath. Epsom salt is very good for fluttering your aura, trying to clear that negativity. Actually, in a couple of days, I'm going to post that somebody that has the best story will get a candle healing from me, just to see how it is. And the best one that touches my heart will get a free one. Originally, the prices, I can't say prices, but you can visit me on my site. I usually give them less. I give discounts. So I can remember being born. I don't talk about it much. And join the club. They're going to think you're crazy like me. You're absolutely right. We were always souls on the other side. We picked this journey because our soul wanted to come and expand. So everything that we're going through is just spiritual growth, spiritual lessons, spiritual karma. It's so many things that play. So that's why it's not even worth being upset over. It's not worth it, because at the end of it all, I'm telling you, and you guys are going to remember me just like my dad did. He gave me a sign. He told me, the way you told me before he passed on, he goes, was exactly what happened. And he came to my dream and told me that. So I'm telling you, this life goes by fast. Don't waste your time being sad over anyone. They're not worth it, honey. They're not worth it. Dust yourself up and say, you know what? I love myself. Practice affirmations. I am brave. I am strong. I love myself. Really, get up in the morning and see that you are beautiful. Do you know there's no one like you? Nobody. They might look similar, but there's no one like you. God created only perfection. Remember that. I tried to communicate with her. She hasn't come through. My dad communicates with, especially when I need it. It's okay. They're doing their things on the other side. But really, if it's bothering you, I would just let it out and speak out loud and see what happens, because spirits always hear us. She does hear you. Maybe she's busy over there. Spirits always hear us. Any other questions, comments? They always hear us. Don't waste your time feeling sad. And even if, I know it's easy to say, because, Some people go through a lot of, like I said, a lot of trauma, and it's not just easy to be happy, but try to get out of it, because you know what? You're wasting your time. You're wasting your time being depressed. You're making yourself sick. Are they worth it? No, nobody's worth it. Nobody is worth you getting sick. Remember that. Nobody is worth you getting sick. Love yourself enough to get up and say, you know what? Today's going to be a better day. I'm going to make changes. Once you change your thought patterns, you change your life. You really do. Your life will start to change. Every positive brings positive. Then you will be on a good path. You don't need the negative. Negative pulls you down, weighs you down, makes you heavy. Again, affects your aura, your chakras. Tell me one good thing negativity does. Nothing. What does positive do? You start feeling lighter. You start feeling refreshed. You don't have these negative thoughts. You'll always have negative thoughts, but you always have to replace them and think to yourself, things will get better. This is temporary. All is well. Like Louise Hay, she has very good affirmations. I highly recommend that you Google her. All is well. Remember that. Affirmations. Say them every day. You know, on my refrigerator, I have a few affirmations that I say every day, because I know I'll always open up the refrigerator and they're right there looking at me. So I say to myself, today's going to be even better. Good days are coming. When you stick on the negative, negative will follow you. Negativity. And when you're on a negative plane, the negative spirits will follow you. You don't want them creepers coming. So you want to stay on a high vibration. And when you're happy, you're never sick. It's true. I had this lady, she used to go out in freezing cold weather, barely dressed at all. I said, what is your trick? Aren't you cold? She's like, I'm so happy I never get sick, because she's on a high vibration. Now, I don't recommend you go out without barely any clothes when it's cold out, but when you're happy, you're on a high vibration and you don't get sick. Yes, excellent, Jade. Excellent. So yes, we're all human to get down once in a while, but the important thing is not to stay down. If you feel like you need a day to yourself, just process it. You have to process it and then let it go. You can't just let it go. That's how I think of it. When I was about 5 years old, I saw this lady at the foot of my bed and it scared me. And I told my mother, and I told her everything the lady had on. And my mother said that the lady was my grand. Oh, wow, that's beautiful. Well, see, she might be your angel on the other side. She's coming to check on you. I do feel you have a man that follows you too. But it could be somebody, a spirit that had passed on. But I feel male with you. But that is so beautiful, Lorraine. See? Not all spirits are bad. We have a lot of guidance, a lot of angels that come to assist us. I remember one time I was laying on my bed, and it's so funny. I was like 20 years ago, and I was laying down, and then my spirit guide goes, "Get up. There's nothing wrong with you." It just came in my head. So I was like, okay. I was like, all right. She's like, "Get up. Shake it off. There's nothing wrong with you," she told me. I was like, all right. So it's funny how they speak through, and the angels will come in and they will speak. You know, some people are scared of spirits. Don't be scared of them. They're just trying to give you a message. Now, of course, if you feel something negative connected with them, then you can burn some sage, some frankincense, and tell them, you know, you're not alive anymore. Go to the other side. But you can never scream at a spirit or disrespect them, because listen, they want to be respected just like you do. So you have to be, you know, careful. Some people are crazy. They'll just start screaming at them and say, "Get out of my house." Well, I don't do it like that, because you never know. It could become poltergeist. They'll throw something at you. Yes, I feel a man very negative. It's true. But try to sage around your house and see. And also, again, for now, take an Epsom salt bath. Epsom salt bath actually sparkles up the aura, makes you feel good. It's funny, Judith. Yeah, the way they speak to them. And then they wonder why crazy things start happening. I've had this lady that had poltergeist in her house, and she actually, all these dishes were falling on her. I said, oh, are you screaming at the spirit? She goes, yeah. I go, well, there you go. You don't scream at them. Not a good idea. I wouldn't do that. Oh my God, that is so funny. So get out of bed, start positive affirmations, look yourself in the mirror, and there's also tapping it out, which really helps me. And just a brief description is when something's bothering you. I'll give you a quick fast forward because I know I only have 2 minutes left. What you do is, let's say someone's bothering you, and then you say this: even though this person bothered me, annoyed me, and was being not nice to me, I release it. I let myself go. I love and accept myself. And then you keep going here. Even though this person was being really nasty, I love and accept myself. And then you start hitting all the chakra points. Even though this person wasn't being nice and I really don't appreciate it, I love and accept myself. Then you go here. Even though this person was being really horrible, I love and accept myself. And you keep going here, always adding, I love and accept myself, and filling in the blanks all around here and over here. And I'm telling you, after that whole tap out, which I'll show on my live when I sell my stuff, is going to make you feel a notch better. And then you keep doing it till the feeling is gone. That's another way of releasing it out of your system. Exactly, Judith. So you do it, you keep doing it, and then you'll see your anger will tame down. That's called the tapping method by Nick Orton. That's another good way. So anyways, I have like a minute left, but my last words are, every day is precious. Every day is a gift. Don't waste your time self-sabotaging yourself, hurting yourself. There's beautiful new paths, new journeys to a brighter, positive future. And when you shift your mind, everything else will follow. You will have great health, you will feel good, and you will attract great things. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Any other questions before I go? I have 1 minute left. Life is a journey. There are bumps, there are obstacles, but things will get better. And remember, it's all the negative will pan out and things will smooth out again. And then after it smooths out, things will be okay. Remember, the ball doesn't stay down when it bounces back up. So you will bounce out of it. Never hurt yourself. Remember that. Never hurt yourself. You don't want to repeat this life all over again, and you don't want to be a spooky spirit haunting people. You never rest when you hurt yourself. So stand strong and change your thoughts for the better. Remember, good days are coming. God bless each and every one of you. And thank you for tuning in on my show. I love you all. Have a great night and stay happy. God bless you all.